A Villain in Venice, Jane of the Air, Book 1. A steampunk detective and aviatrix and part-time spy. Available now. All profits to the NHS.
Scanning for audio.
Hello, welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Now, this time I'm talking about Torchwood Save Our Souls, which is the monthly release number 40. Now, I know I've already recorded this review. I know I have. I was sat in my car outside, well, where I used to work. Yeah. Anybody got any ideas for where I could get a job? Anyway, I was sat outside work in the car park on a swelteringly hot day. I pressed record on my recorder, started chuntering away to myself as I so often do, and then filed it away. And then when it came to editing and releasing a huge batch of Tin Dog podcasts, just couldn't find the file. I suspect I'd pressed record and not kept an eye on whether it had any battery power left. I am what can only be described as an idiot. So, here we go again with me talking at reasonable length about Torchwood release number 40, Torchwood Save Our Souls. Now, this is not a Captain Jack modern day Torchwood story, oh no, which of course makes a few of you go, oh, I won't bother. Well, you're missing a massive treat. Look, here's the synopsis and I'll probably fill in some more beyond that. An experimental radio mast has been set up on a remote island. It has been picking up signals, a voice that claims to know the future. 5 people have come to the island to hear the voice: a scientist, a soldier, a medium, an alienist, and the most powerful woman in the world. The voice has something to say to all of them. It starts by saying who will die first. Yes, arguably it does have a whole 7 little Indians, or and then there were none, or something else with an even more distasteful title by Agatha Christie. Basically, you've got a story where people are getting bumped off. But the reason that you may think, oh, I won't buy that, is because this is a story with Queen Victoria in it. It's one of those Torchwoods that make you go, oh yeah, well, I'll just not bother because it's not up to date. It doesn't affect the ongoing arc. Well, you're just massively missing a treat because the Queen Victoria Torchwoods are just in a league of their own. They have state-of-the-art for then technology going on. They have wonderful atmosphere. They have an incredibly well-portrayed character in Queen Victoria. And you've got a lot of people who still believe in empire. Ah, yes. That kind of nonsense will get you. Well, let's leave the Brexit votes out of this, shall we? You've all heard far too much of me going on and on and on and on about it over the years. So, you've got a very dark and mysterious place, but you've also got the whole thing taking place in a real location, where Marconi did set up the antenna to see how far they could broadcast out to sea. This is a real place you can visit even to this day. And boy, oh boy, do I want to give it a go. But it's not just the atmosphere and the sound design which is just cracking, and if you're interested in this sort of thing, the extras on the disc also go into great depth about this very, very same thing. You get to find out a lot more about the techniques and that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, that's also well worth going into. I love the Queen Victoria Torchwoods. Long may they reign. But tell you what, I'll let you decide for yourself by playing you the trailer. So until next time, be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions, Torchwood, Save Our Souls. Can't you do anything about that?
That's what I'm trying to do. It's hard to control the signal.
For all of us, Owain, believe me.
It's stronger today than it's ever been.
Almost like it knows. Is that it?
Patience, Miss Driscoll. Give it time. There we go.
What's it saying?
Wait for the translation. Honestly, do you have to be so commanding?
I'd get used to that, given who's coming.
Coming.
Grief!
She is coming.
It knows!
Always does. Loud and clear.
She is coming. And I am ready.
Big Finish. We love stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher, and wherever good podcasts are found. Get early access to content by subscribing to the Tin Dog Podcast YouTube channel. You can support the show at patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on Twitter at Tin Dog Podcast or email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. All of the things discussed are the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.